Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Femina and we are here for another Tuesday gratitude shout out. If you haven't seen my other videos, click the link down below and you'll see all the other videos in this series. Today's shout out goes to my garden. I call my garden my gratitude garden. And there's several reasons for that, but I really wanted to share with you why I love my garden so much. And I have had a plant or some kind of plant since I was in my 20s. And I feel like I didn't really appreciate it until about 2 years ago. And it took me a long while to really enjoy the process of having a garden. And I don't know if it was a pandemic or there was nothing else to do. Because when I sat down to reflect on it, I realized that even though I had plants, I didn't appreciate it and I didn't take care of it. And I don't know, I wanted to, but it just didn't feel like something I enjoyed. I don't know why I kept doing it, but I did. But anyways, the last 2 years, I've really had time to focus on my garden and kind of learn about the different plants, and it really teaches you life lessons. So these are a few of the things that I've learned from my garden. Number one is patience. A garden takes a lot of patience because you have to prepare the garden bed and then you have to plant the seeds or plant a starter plant. And it takes between 30 to 60 days for you to see the fruit of your labor. It is growing roots, it is establishing itself, and every day you go out there and you water your plants and you look for, the fruits of your labor. And sometimes you can go a whole month, 2 months with nothing. And I think before it was in that time frame, I would get tired or I would stop nurturing my plants, stop watering it, had other things to do, and it never became a successful plant. And in the last 2 years, I really enjoyed just going out there and watering the plants, not really expecting anything. It was just something that I enjoyed doing. And that nurture and that care really helped my garden grow. And I think that's the same thing in your life. You have to nurture things for it to grow. And sometimes we get burnt out, we get tired, we get irritated, whether it's family or career or work or house, all those big major categories, we stop nurturing those things and then it doesn't bear fruit. So this really taught me that, and I've tried to apply it in the other areas of my life. And it really does work, you guys. So that is something I learned from my gratitude garden. So I think I touched upon this point in my previous point, but the second one is nurturing. And patience and nurturing go hand in hand because you do have to have patience. You have to nurture the thing that you want to grow. In my case, it was a garden, and I had to learn about the different plants and how they work together, and whether they were competing for resources or were they companion plants. And this is another life lesson. You have to look at your life and see, who is around you, what's in your environment. Is it helping you grow or is it taking away from your growth? And once I kind of got into that in my garden, again, I looked at my life and in the different categories to see, am I nurturing those things? Do I have patience with those things? Am I focusing on those things? And another thing is expectations, right? Sometimes you have a set of expectations that do not manifest, and then you end up disappointed. But going into it with really no expectations, but just enjoying the journey, the watering, the nurturing, the patience, and you expect maybe some veggies, some fruit, some herbs to grow, but that's not what you're looking forward to. It is just the everyday task of watering or checking the soil or going out there and looking at your plants. like that. I enjoyed that process. And then the next thing I learned is abundance, because once you do all those things, you get an abundance of produce. Like for example, this year, I did not plant when I was supposed to plant. I planted in probably June, and I was expecting all those summer fruits, and there was nothing in June, nothing in July, nothing in August. And then towards the end of August and September, boom, all the abundance. Like there was so many veggies, so many peppers, so many herbs, basil, lavender, like a lot of tomatoes that grew, and it was growing all through September into October, and even into the first week of November. And that didn't really follow a garden schedule. It bloomed, it produced abundance when it was ready, when it was ready to go. And that is something I try to apply in my life, because there's a lot of timelines that we kind of adhere to. And if we miss it, we kind of go, or I go, well, forget it. I'll do it next year. I'll do it later. But just, having this garden has taught me, like, it doesn't matter when you start, the process still happens. So, next year I'll be better. I'll try to plant earlier so I can have those summer veggies and fruits and things like that. But if you're late, it's okay. Just get started anyways, because eventually you will find the abundance, or you will get the abundance. And when you put in the patience and the nurture, and all of that stuff, you will get the abundance that you are hoping for. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to watch the other videos in this series, I will leave a link down in the description box. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.